Hello, I welcome you all to this another interesting screencast. Replace two forces acting on the post by the resultant force and couple moment at point O. Express the results in Cartesian vector form. This problem is coming from the Engineering Mechanics Statics textbook, 13th edition by R.C. Hibbeler. So we can solve this particular method by using vector or scalar approaches. It's up to you to choose which one is appropriate for you. For me, I'm going to use the scalar and then later on convert the result into a vector. So first and foremost, let's define the slopes. This one is in a single plane, which is the ZY plane. So I can define easily my slope in this particular plane. Alright, so we have at the bottom there, we'll say 6. That's the rise, it is 8. And this other one there, 6 squared plus 8 squared, 100, of course root of 100 is 10. So there we go. Then this one, the length BD is just what I need because I already have the other directions. So I'll use Pythagoras to just find this length. The length BD, this length, okay, this length is equal to, using Pythagoras theorem, is equal to Pythagoras theorem. Remember, we have a component in the x which is a 2, so I'll say 2 squared plus minus 3 squared plus then we have the height, which is 6 squared. Okay, therefore this is just going to be equal to 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 6 squared, 49, of course root of 49 is 7. So this is 7. Great, so that is enough for me. So with that information, I can go ahead and use the scalar, which I will later on convert into vector expression. So let's write down the components. We'll have a component, the force here will have a component in this direction, going to have a component in this direction, okay, and another one there down like so, okay, and then we'll have a component here down from that direction, and then we're going to have another component in that direction, and we'll have another component in that direction, right? This is the y direction. Let me just put it somewhere. I want it to be parallel. Okay, I think something like that. That's good enough. Great. Let's start labeling them. So this is going to be equal to 5 times the component in the y-axis, which is 6 divided by hypotenuse 10. So 5 by 6 is 30, 30 divided by 10, this is equal to 3. Okay, and then this one is going to be equal to 5 times component in the y, which is 8 divided by 10. 5 by 8 is 40, 4 divided by 10 is 4. Okay, and this one is going to be equal to 7 times the component in the z, which is 6 divided by the hypotenuse or the magnitude of our line CD, this is equal to 6. And then we have this other component, which is a 7 times the component in the x, which is a 2 divided by, okay, let me just write it properly. So this one, it is a 7 times component in the x, which is a 2 divided by the hypotenuse or the magnitude of the line CD. This is equal to 2. And then we have this one, which is equal to 7 times component in the y, which is a 3 divided by 7. This is going to be equal to 3. Great. So we have everything. So let's find the resultant. The resultant force FR, writing it as a vector. So what do we have in the x? In the x we have one component which is positive 2i. And then in the y we have two components. So we have a minus 3j and a plus 3j. Okay. And then in the z we have 2. That's a minus 4k and a minus 6k. Therefore, FR as a vector is just going to be equal to 2i, okay, minus 10k. Alright, and the units for this is kilo newtons. Let's go to the moment. That's moment about point O. So component by component, let's start with the red. Let's check on what we are going to have. We'll start with moment about the x-axis. Are we going to have any component contributing to the moment about the x-axis? Yes, this 3. Okay, and this 3 is going to have a negative, right? A negative about the x-axis. So it will be minus 3 like so times the lever arm, which is 8. Okay, I. Okay, anything else? Do we have anything else? Yes, we do have the blue, this 3 also. Alright, this 3 is going to have a positive moment. So this is going to be equal to plus 3 by the lever arm, which is 6, is also I. Let's go to the other than that. Do I have anything? No. Let's go to the y-axis. Do we have anything? Yes, we have this one in the red. In the red, contribution in the y, nothing. But in the blue, we have this 2. So the 2 is going to contribute a positive about the y-axis. So this will be 2 times the lever arm, which is 6j. Alright. Anything else? That's all. Okay, so moment about point O is just equal to, let's calculate this. So minus 8 by 3 by 8 plus 3 by 6. Okay, so this gives us a minus 6i and then plus 12j. Okay, kilonewton meters. So let's outline the final solution. We have the resultant force and we have the moment We have the result at equivalent force at point O and the moment about point O. So we have replaced the two forces acting on the post by the resultant force and the couple moment at point O and expressed them in vector Cartesian vector form. I hope the video was helpful, and if it was, give me a thumbs up, like my video, continue subscribing and sharing my channel. Bye bye, and see you in my next screencast.